I watched it also. I'm a movie. I watch a lot of movies. Very good movie. Even though certain parts you gotta ask yourself, I mean, creative freedom went pretty far. The creative freedom went pretty far.
So you had like a couple of movies,
Couple
but
of
it was
them.
realistic. J Lo was in a movie where she was being stalked, I think, and trying to be controlled, and it's different. But to create to men like to be heroes. They like to see those things. So usually they pay it for fun. They like to see it. If you're gonna bring something here, let's be honest. If you're gonna have a movie and that where the narrative is more important than what your customer, the narrative that you want to push is more important than what the paying customers would like to consume, then something is wrong.
It is, and I think to bring it back to Tom Brady, right? The if you compare the storyline, there is a storyline, and what I think it's also maybe a disservice from the writing aspect of these movies, right? Um, One thing I've always noticed is when there is a male protagonist, there is a storyline where he's trying to overcome something. It's not like he comes by the power out of nowhere. Not saying that female is that, but a lot of times it seems like these female stories have a shortcut. There is no long road to redemption or building something. I'll give you an example where I think a lot of people who haven't seen the movie or might have seen it can relate to Star Wars. The latest version of the Star Wars had a female lead. How did the female lead got to know her powers?
I
She
didn't
just
watch
had
it.
it.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
She just had it, and compare that to Luke Skywalker.
Oh, I
Luke,
did actually. Yeah, yeah.
Luke had to go to develop his skills. He had to fly to in nowhere land to meet with um, with a lot of people to train. There was a journey.
Yeah, the journey, that is very important. I
The
think
journey
they were
to make
rushing
it.
it.
They a lot of times I think they are rushing to make it easy, and people don't want to see. They want to see a challenge. They want to see a the person. It's way too easy to to how the scripts are written, in my opinion, and that also doesn't help these female characters. I'm not saying all of them are bad, but a lot of times these scripts don't make any sense. They don't make any sense. They don't tell you nothing about any adversity that the female character has
Yeah.
during her growing towards becoming a
Yeah. So maybe they should work on making it more. And if they want to let it be more relatable, they need to focus more on the backstory and on the.
backstory. But I think also I think you have to you cannot it's hard. People, like you said, people some the the main people who built these franchises were men going to movies, and not a lot females went to the movies, but men were the ones who were buying the comics. They went to watch these, and then suddenly they go there and they see something that like that's not what is in the comics.
Yeah.
First of all, comic people are very strict when it comes to the comics. First of all, then they go to the movies. Okay, we accept it, but it's not totally there. But if you turn it into something totally different, they're like, you know what, man, I'm good. I'm good. I'm
Yeah.
not gonna watch this. I'm not gonna spend my time. I'm going to watch um um what's the name of that movie? Anyway,
Yeah. And but also you say men, but also women. I mean,
women as well.
I
Yeah.
mean, if you go and see a man, muscular, fighting, it's you can, I think men see themselves in a hero. Women don't necessarily see themselves, well, of course some do, but they don't necessarily see themselves in a superhero, in a female superhero.
Yeah, that's also a thing,
They
right?
don't think when I remember when I was younger, after watching a movie, I would go home and be John ranting, just walking around and trying to, but trying to imitate what I just saw. But the ladies, but I don't think ladies do that. Yeah, I don't think ladies do that. They watch it, it's fun, and then they leave. And I'm this is so in general.
Yes, yes.
So
Of course,
so
there are
and the whole
exceptions.
point about marketing is, if you look at the amount of money that they invest in these movies, it's a lot. So you need to make sure that your audience is widespread. If you only focus on a narrow, and this is marketing 101, this is nothing about morality, whether it's correct or incorrect. If you're focusing on one small group and you're putting such a big budget behind it, the chances of it flopping are big.
I think it's you know what I think it is. It's maybe partially hubris where you think, okay, I already have this audience right here. If I create the same thing with the same name, they will buy it. And to expand, let's put an extra couple of people with it, and then I have that audience with the female audience with it.
Yeah.
That totally filled with
But
Ghostbusters.
yeah, Bud Light too.
Ghostbusters went belly up to the point they had to bring it back totally different.
Yeah,
You remember they had these all female Ghostbusters.
I remember. Yeah,
That was a very interesting story because no, I'm
I didn't
serious.
watch it.
Serious. I watched it. I watched because I watch stuff to understand where we are in the process.
Yeah,
You always say, I don't know where you get your time from, KR. Yeah, that is
okay.
true. That is true. I don't know where I get it myself, but I had the time to watch it. And one thing I'll tell you is the reaction the creators and the actors had towards it flopping. That was even more amazing than it flopping itself. They were
Yeah,
blaming, you said it before, they were blaming the customer for not going, actually shaming the customer
yeah.
why they don't go watch a female led movie. Why don't you ask the majority of the females? Why do you try to?
That's
That
it,
was,
right?
I thought that was the first time I was like, what am I? I watched the movie, so I don't feel like they were talking to me because I'm trying
Yeah,
to
yeah,
try to support
yeah.
female power. No, just kidding. But that was quite impressive to me. I was like, I don't know what they're thinking they're doing, but this seems like the most stupid thing ever.
Yeah.
First of all, you don't create something that the market wants, and then you try to shame the market into going to your movie. Hey, guess what? It's not gonna help. And then they turned it around and go check it out. The last Ghostbusters movie was a totally different concept.
So I'm not going to, but okay.
Give me a sec.
What
Give me a
to
sec.
me, KR, to me, once it changes, to me, I'm, as you said, a losing customer. When I was little, I used to watch.
This is definitely a losing customer kind of thing.
I'm not going to watch it. It's,
The Ghostbusters, the new one,
yeah. I don't see why. I'm not really.
even the new one,
No, I don't exactly. So I don't have the.
the trailer. So I know what it's about.
Yeah, I don't watch. I'm disconnected with it. Let me put it like that.
It's a shame because Ghostbuster was a pretty fun movie to watch
Yeah,
as a
it's
child.
definitely childhood memory. If yeah,
But
but
yeah,
it is.
you turn around and you got to ask yourself, right? Is this what people want? Is this where we are going? For example, I'll give you 2023. One of the biggest movie unexpectedly was a movie independent, not within the narrative of most movies. It's actually totally different. People were yelling for the boycott,
Yeah.
and it still did good domestically in US and internationally. We're talking about Sound of Freedom. I watched it also. I'm a movie. I watch a lot of movies. Very good movie. Even though certain parts you gotta ask yourself, I mean, creative freedom went pretty far. The creative freedom went pretty far.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it gives you the idea, and it's not people. Maybe maybe the target audience is changing. The subjects people want to watch movie about is changing. Maybe people don't want to watch. Maybe people don't want to watch hero movies anymore. They want to see more reality based.
Maybe. Maybe. Maybe people are done with it. Yeah.